There used to be grizzlies in California, but they ran them off. They ran them off, but there's still other people's problems. Grizzlies still exist, just not here in California. Grizzlies are a nightmare for like camping. It really makes the experience completely different. That there is like a giant apex predator out there who like will fuck you up and does not give a shit. Like mountain lions are big apex predators and they can absolutely fuck you up, but they're like scared. They've been shot enough or whatever. They think we're bears, so like they're not really generally very aggressive towards humans. But how could you go camping or like backpacking with a fucking in grizzly country and just be like, yeah, yeah, hopefully, yeah, just kind of like hope. Well, just hope they don't come around. I hope. I would like. I feel like that really changes the tone. You like got your bear spray. And you're like, yeah, this should work. As long as he's not too pissed off or he doesn't have a cub just like on the other side of me. Then this will work. If not, well, oh well. I've lived been pretty. I wouldn't trade a day. It's like, oh well. That's why I'm glad to live in California, where the scariest thing is, well, our government. Hey, oh Bob, play some music on that. Hey, how you doing? I'm here for at least another 11 minutes. Holy shit. Texas woman sues state lottery after not receiving controversial $83.5 million jackpot. Man, you know when people are like, it's like, oh, she won, $80 million on the lottery, and people are like, yeah, well, they tax that. It's only like $40 million and fees. She'll be lucky to get $20 million. It's like, yeah, that would be pretty lucky. I think that would be fine. You get 20 million. That would be like I think if I got 20 million after taxes, I don't think I'd be like fuck all I can think about is my other 60 million that I lost. It's like, dude. No, I would take that 20 million and I would start buying things that are plated in gold. I would sell everything I own. Well, not in order. I would start buying things that are covered in gold, and then I would just throw the versions that I own currently that aren't covered in gold into like a big trash pile. Just someone else's problem. Just pay, I'd pay some plebeian to come pick them up. And I would say, don't show up if your truck's not covered in gold and jewels. not on my pristine yard. I would buy a big Elvis house, which would probably cost like half of $20 million. If you buy like a big estate with like a mansion, what does that cost? That's got to cost like, maybe that costs like $5 million. Maybe you get a nice estate with like a 3-story mansion and like a big guest house and a pool and and 4 garages and like a dirt bike track in the back and a horse trail and a like a big Ferris wheel. I would have a Ferris wheel and I would have a zipper. You know the zipper? Remember the zipper? If you've ever been to a county fair, they got the zipper on there. And you get in there with one other person, hopefully not some fucking creep, and you like turn the wheel and it turns the zipper around. And it's kind of cool. I think maybe it's been discontinued. Which I don't know. I thought it was a perfectly safe ride, but one kid gets their head kicked off, and guess what? No more zipper. But you couldn't get your head kicked off in this thing. It was a big cage. You'd sit in a big cage and you'd spin it around, and then it would rotate, so you could control your cage, but the whole thing rotated around, and it was fine. I actually don't remember it ever really being that fun or like scary, but I remember I'm a big boy, so anytime we'd go upside down, my your whole body is like leaning forward, and you're leaning against this bar, is pressing into your gut. So even if you weren't a big fat guy like myself, you'd still, it's like your whole body weight is like leaning forward against this bar, and it's not very comfortable at all. So if you can look past that, maybe you're having fun spinning around in a circle. But when that was happening, it was mostly uncomfortable. But I do think I had that feeling of like I've got to like I've got to be having fun, because otherwise I'm scared. Like I wasn't scared, but otherwise it's like I got to show it like I'm not scared. So I must present myself as having fun. Otherwise people are just going to think I'm scared of rolling around in the zipper. So, yeah, zipper definitely, if my memory serves, I give it like a 4 out of 10, honestly. Not, look fine. Maybe 4.5. It's kind of thrilling. There was this one, though. What? The Ferris wheel? Ferris wheel? Ferris wheel is cool. Ferris wheel, obviously, the ideal scenario for a Ferris wheel is if you got a special lady, and you're trying to you slip the guy $20 to stop you guys at the top. I'm sure. Whatever. Ferris wheel's cute. Ferris wheel's kind of the symbol of the fair. I give it a solid. I give it like a 6 out of 10. It's symbolic, but it is boring. Teacups suck. 1 star. 1 out of 10. Does the fair even have good rides? I guess once you've been on a roller coaster, it's kind of hard to get all jazzed for the Ferris wheel rides. I did like the Gravitron. That's cool. Gravitron's cool, man. Gravitron gets like a 7 out of 10, because you can enjoy that at any age up to a point. Any age, terms and conditions apply. And I honestly don't remember any other fucking rides at the fair. Gravitron, Zipper, Ferris wheel, teacups. There was this one that you sit on, and it was kind of like the Ferris wheel, but it was like faster, more fun. That was probably the funnest one I can remember from the fair, and I think I only did that one once. I don't know what happened to that one, but I give that one like a. Oh yeah, the Ring of Fire. Ring of Fire is scary. That might be the good one. That's like a 7 or an 8. All right, let's get off this. This is getting exhausting. Fucking tier listing Ferris wheel, fucking shit. Okay, so here's the deal. Woman in Texas suing state lottery commission for not paying out an $83 million award. More than 3 months on the numbers on her team. She's suing them. Here's what she said. Every Texan knows. Hold on, yeehaw. Boy, howdy. Every Texan knows what that should mean when it comes to the lottery. If you don't win, you should get paid, the suit says. It shouldn't take a lawsuit to get paid when you win a lottery. Well, that's exactly what has happened here. The woman bought her ticket through lottery courier services, firms which allow customers to purchase tickets virtually using a mobile app. She was buying digital lottery tickets. She wasn't even buying the actual ticket. I feel like that you lose a lot of the novelty. I feel like that is when you're finding yourself in a dangerous spot, when you're just like you're bulk buying digital lottery tickets. You're like, this is my only hope right now. I don't have any other hope. I have to win the lottery. Doe. Her name's Doe. Like a deer. That's beautiful. A week after Doe won her ticket, then Texas Lottery Commission Executive Ryan Mindel announced a move to ban courier services. Oh, this guy's trying to save a buck. We all know the commission is not allowed to change the rules after the drawing. Trying to do what's McConaughey likes like. We all try to sit up here. We all know the commission is not allowed. We all know the commission is not allowed to change the rules after the drawing. But the commission has apparently tried to do so and relied, at least in part,
on this ex post facto announcement to continue to refuse to pay plaintiff her lottery winnings simply because she utilized a lottery ticket courier service to buy the winning ticket. That sucks, dude. Well, justice for Doe. I don't know what I thought. Texas was everything was bigger there, and it was home of the proud or something. But they got shysters. There's shysters everywhere. Thing's trying to give me a lot of Witcher news. I'm not really that interested in that. If I say that out loud, my phone will hear that and adjust accordingly. I don't know how, like, I feel like it's pretty blatantly clear that, like, the phones are, like, they listen and they use facial recognition. Like, Facebook definitely seems to read your face when you like something. Like if you smile like a monkey, if you say, "Oh yes," like, ha 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 ha, yes. But I don't know if that's like conspiracy stuff, or if that's like kind of like proven fact. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I got one more minute. I think I've done pretty good here today. This isn't hard once you get going. They're talking about NATO, Trump. My news feed is getting tired as well. It's giving me the penny article again. It's like, you see like 20 articles up, the penny thing. Do you want to click on that again? Woman stops for gas, leaves with a six-figure. They're giving me more lottery ticket. Shit. That would be cool to win the lottery. Alright, we'll step off the article for a minute. Tell you about something that happened to me. I made Chinese food last night, dude. I was pretty jazzed on it. I was like, this is gonna be bomb. Shit's gonna be bomb. And I was stoked because I was like, I don't have to go to the store. I have everything I need to make Chinese food right here in my home. And man, I made it, and just like everything just came out a little off. And it's not the first time I made Chinese food. I feel like I've done better than this, but egg flour soup, I tried to do like a hot and sour kind of deal. A hot and sour kind of deal. And it came out with a weird flavor, man. I'll tell you what it tasted like. It tasted a little bit like there was some like someone had worn their socks all day while they were working and then kind of dunked them in there a few times. Like, it tasted fine except for this weird secondary flavor, which was not so good. It was not so good. This is secondary flavor. And then I made like a fried rice, which probably came out the most normal out of all of them, but it was just a little oily. I think that was the whole thing was like a little oily. It was a little too oily. You know that's you know oily, don't you? And then the coup de grace, I made some General Chicken, which was so close to nailing it, but just didn't quite nail it. Just a little off. Flavors were off, but I was digging it, but got like kind of nauseous afterwards. This is interesting. The point is, I made Chinese food last night, and it was fine. I'd give it 6.5 stars. 6.5 stars? I'd give it a 6.5 out of 10, Buster. And you could take that to the bank. Let's end this on a happy note. I fixed the hole in my tire. You can get little screws. It sounds counterintuitive, I know. To put a screw in your tire to keep it from having a hole in it? Well, it's true. So look it up. Tire hole screw. You don't even have to take your tire off. You just angle it so the hole's in the right spot. You can get to it right there and just bada bing boom. You put some goop on the tip. You just drill that sucker in there. You don't got to take it to the tire shop. You don't got to take it. You're not got to wait. You just do it at home. Do it at home. Get the screw and do it at home. So there's a tip of the day. That's a positive note. Thanks for coming out. We'll see you next time.